Hi, this is Cindy from Paints on Fire. I'm just going to go over a couple of steps that might be confusing with our instructions on the contemporary tree plate. That is this plate right here. Two things that you might not have done before if you've painted with us, and that's what the steps I want to go over. The first is you just want to paint the center of your plate, which is easy on your plate, in the inside of the rectangle with 2 coats of white. And what that will do is just seal the bisque so that your stencil, your paper stencils, will stick to the paint. If we just leave it as plain bisque, the water will absorb into the bisque and your sticker will fall off. The second thing that we normally don't do, but on a platter with a darker color, like your platter, you'll be painting the entire back. I didn't do it on here just to save time. You're going to do 2 coats with your fan brush. And when you load your fan brush, you really want to have this amount of paint. If you don't have enough paint on your brush, your bristles, you'll know because your bristles will come apart like this, and then you'll be dry brushing. As you can see right here, you're not really getting a good amount of paint. So make sure you load your brush. Loading your brush will give you a nice smooth coat, and especially on a platter or a large surface of a darker color, you'll see your streaks if you miss any spots. So what we're going to do for your third coat is we're just going to take a sponge and we're going to dip it into the paint, just the corner of it. And you're going to go over the back of your platter and just tap it on and give that complete coverage, because what that'll do is if there are any brush strokes, it will fill it in, it will cover it up. Then you'll go back and do your 4th coat with your fan brush to give it a nice smooth coat on there. Now, we'll go back to the tree to make sure that you understand the instructions that we put there. The first thing is you're going to have a pattern, which will come just on a piece of paper. With your scissors, you'll just cut out the pattern. You're going to cut out the tree, the star, and the trunk. Then what you'll do is you'll take the pattern and you're going to place it on the center of your plate, and with the pencil provided, you're just going to trace that on there so that we know where you're going to put your tree. Then the next thing you're going to do, hopefully you'll be able to see this, is you're going to take your pattern and you're just going to cut strips like this. So why we asked you to just number it, and we'll start with 1 here, is that we're going to remove every other strip, and then that way it's easy for you to keep track of the strips and the pattern. And just cut them any way that you like, because you don't want a perfectly straight tree. You want it to have a little bit of a design to it. Now, I won't finish numbering mine just to save a little time here, but you'll see once you cut them that we'll have to remove every other strip in order to fit back into the triangle. So you're going to take your first one and you're going to put it down here, remove the second one so that you'll have a space there where you're going to be painting the red, and then put your third one here so that you have a space in between here. Remove the next one. Put your next one on here. Remove the next one. Put this one up here. Remove the next one. Put that one here. And then your last one. Put it on here. And then we'll put on the trunk and your star. So what you need to do in order for this to stick on here is you're going to take your clear water and you're just going to dip the paper into the water, take it out, and just place it on your tree pattern, like that. You can take the other side of the sponge, the clean side, and just dab it into place to remove any excess water. And then you're going to go back with the next strip. Place that on here. Dab that one into place. And then go to the next. Now, any marks that we put on here, whether it's with marker or with pencil, will burn off. They won't survive the temperature that we fire them at, so don't worry about it if you have any lines on there that show. And then you'll go to the next. And this doesn't have to be perfect. It actually looks more fun if it's not perfect than if you're trying to make an absolutely perfect tree, because you'll be adding ornaments on here afterwards, so it'll look good. So there you have it. That's that part of it. Now you'll go back, just dab that off a little so it's not too wet. Now you can go back, and we're going to paint the entire front of the plate with 2 coats of the Strawberry Field, the same color that you did on the back.